Hi, I'm Con, and I am here with the beautiful Jaguar Mary, and we are at Hoop Convergence in beautiful North Carolina. And I am going to show you a couple of my new favorite moves with the hoop. One is a two-handed isolation on the outside, using the outside edge of the hoop. And then the other is a roll that's derived from contact juggling, known as the bridge roll. We'll start with the isolation. And you're going to use both hands on the outside edge of the hoop. This version calls for the hands to be crossed, like so. You will be switching between hands, and so it doesn't really matter which hand is on top and which hand is on the bottom, whatever is most comfortable for you. You'll want to have the hoop about like kind of, in front of you like this. The height's going to really depend on the size of the hoop you're using. This is the hoop that I like to core hoop with also. And well, there's a little knee dip that's going to come into play, which you'll see in a moment. So just to demonstrate, it'll look like this. And you'll notice, because of the size of this hoop, to do the bottom part of the isolation, I have to dip my knees a little bit so that the hoop doesn't bounce up and down too much. And now to talk through the mechanics of it. My right hand is on top, my left hand is on bottom. Again, that part doesn't matter. I'm going to start the isolation moving towards my right. And of course you can do this either way. So for this first part, I'm moving to my right, and my right hand is going to be the one that's actually driving the hoop, and my left hand is just along for the ride. As I approach 6 o'clock, I'm going to release my left hand and roll my palm so that it goes palm up on the opposite side of my right hand, and my wrists never come apart. Here at the bottom of the circle, I'm now going to grab it with my left hand, and now my left hand is going to drive the hoop back up to 12 o'clock. And now my right hand will release and roll over the top of my left hand, and we're back at the start. So the isolation moves like this, and your hands are constantly opening and closing and rolling over each other, and the wrists never come apart. I can also do this going the other way, and so if I'm moving to my left, it's going to be my left hand driving the hoop while my right hand is along for the ride. And it's the same motion. It opens up, rolls over, and then my left hand repeats that motion. I know it'll look like, ah! You don't want that to happen. And it'll look like that. And this is a fun isolation variation. Has a little bit of a different look to it. As with most isolations, it'll help if you can practice this in a mirror or a window or something where you can see your reflection. And depending on the size of the hoop, the main thing you want to watch out for is this bouncing action. And so if you're using a hoop that you like to core hoop with, and it's bigger than, I would say, like 30 inches or so, you'll want to dip down at the bottom so that you can keep the hoop maintain this flat line under here. And then the other thing to really be mindful of is that your wrists do not separate the entire move. They stay together, and your hands are kind of doing this motion as you go around, like this. So that was the two-handed isolation using the outside edge of the hoop. And next up, I'll show you an adaptation of a contact juggling move known as the bridge roll, which looks like this.